Welcome to Site Reliability Engineering Crashcasts. I'm Sheila, and today we're diving into the thrilling world of war stories and approaches for troubleshooting complex production issues in SRE. Joining me as always is our SRE expert, Victor. Hi, Victor.
Hello, Sheila, and hello to all our listeners. I'm excited to share some battle-tested wisdom from the SRE trenches today.
Before we jump in, listeners should have a basic understanding of distributed systems, which are systems with components spread across multiple computers and common web technologies. Victor, can you quickly outline what we'll cover in today's episode?
Certainly. We'll start by defining what we mean by war stories in SRE, then dive into common complex production issues. From there, we'll discuss various troubleshooting approaches, share real-world examples, and wrap up with some best practices.
Sounds great! Now let's kick things off with a quiz question for our listeners. What seemingly innocuous event once took down a major cloud provider for several hours? A. A typo in a configuration file. B. A squirrel chewing through a power cable. Or C. An expired SSL certificate.
Oh, that's a tricky one. Each of those options sounds plausible, which highlights how even small oversights can lead to significant outages. It really underscores the importance of robust systems and thorough checks. What do you think, Sheila?
I agree, Victor. It's amazing how the tiniest details can cause such massive problems. But let's not spoil the answer just yet. First, can you explain what we mean by war stories in the context of SRE?
Absolutely. In SRE, war stories refer to memorable incidents or challenges that engineers have faced in production environments. These are often complex, high-pressure situations that required creative problem-solving and teamwork to resolve. We call them war stories because they can feel like battles against technology gone awry.
That's a great explanation. So what are some common types of complex production issues that SREs might encounter?
Great question. Some common complex issues include cascading failures, where one problem triggers a chain reaction of failures across the system, performance degradation that's difficult to pinpoint, data inconsistencies, and issues that only occur under specific, hard-to-reproduce conditions.
Those sound challenging indeed. How do SREs typically approach troubleshooting these complex issues?
SREs use a variety of approaches, but one fundamental technique is root cause analysis. This involves systematically investigating the issue, peeling back layers of symptoms to find the underlying cause. It's a bit like being a detective, gathering clues and following leads until you crack the case.
I love that analogy. Can you walk us through a real-world example of a complex issue and how it was resolved?
Sure. One memorable incident involved a large e-commerce site experiencing intermittent slowdowns during peak hours. Initially, we suspected database overload, but our monitoring showed the database was performing normally. After digging deeper, we discovered that a recent code deployment had introduced a memory leak in the application server. This leak only became noticeable under high load, which is why it wasn't caught in testing. The resolution involved rolling back the deployment, fixing the memory leak, and implementing better memory usage monitoring.
Wow, that's fascinating. It really highlights the importance of thorough monitoring and the challenges of testing for all scenarios. Speaking of monitoring, how crucial is it in troubleshooting complex issues?
Monitoring and observability are absolutely critical, Sheila. They're like the eyes and ears of our systems. Good monitoring helps us detect issues quickly, sometimes even before they impact users. Observability goes a step further, allowing us to understand the internal state of our systems through logs, metrics, and traces. This can dramatically speed up the troubleshooting process.
That makes a lot of sense. Now let's talk about best practices. What tips can you share for effective troubleshooting?
Great question. Some key best practices include 1. Stay calm and methodical. Panic can lead to overlooking crucial details. 2. Collect data before making changes. This helps in understanding the impact of your actions. 3. Use the scientific method. Form hypotheses and test them systematically. 4. Collaborate and communicate clearly with your team. 5. Document everything. It helps in post-mortem analysis and prevents future issues. 6. Always have a rollback plan before making changes in production.
Those are excellent tips, Victor. Now, before we wrap up, let's reveal the answer to our quiz question. The correct answer is A, a typo in a configuration file. In 2017, a simple typo during a routine maintenance operation caused a massive outage for Amazon S3, affecting a large portion of the internet.
Incredible, isn't it? It just goes to show how even the smallest errors can have massive consequences in our interconnected systems.
Absolutely. To summarize today's episode, we've learned about war stories in SRE, common complex production issues, troubleshooting approaches like root cause analysis, the importance of monitoring and observability, and best practices for effective troubleshooting. Remember, in the world of SRE, being a great detective and staying calm under pressure are key skills.
Well said, Sheila. And remember, every complex issue you solve adds to your war chest of experience, making you better equipped for future challenges.
That's all for today's episode of Site Reliability Engineering Crashcasts. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and leave us a rating. Your support helps us continue bringing you valuable SRE insights. Until next time, stay reliable.